For thousands of years, humans have asked the same question. Where did we come from? And who came before us? But here's what most people don't realize. We didn't just replace the humans who came before us. In some cases, we became them. Today, we're cutting through the noise. No myths, no agendas, just the real story of the three human groups that shaped our past. Homo sapiens, Neanderthals, Denisovans. Let's make this simple. First, Homo sapiens, us. Every person alive today belongs to this one species. We originated in Africa around 300,000 years ago, developing abilities that make us uniquely human: complex language, symbolic thinking, long-distance travel, cultural memory. Around 60,000 years ago, our ancestors began migrating out of Africa. But here's the mystery. For nearly 200,000 years before that, we stayed. Something changed, not just where we lived, but how we thought. Some call it a cognitive leap, when imagination, language, and identity expanded. From that point on, humans didn't just survive the world, we began to shape it. One species, one origin, one human family. Next, Neanderthals, our Ice Age cousins. They weren't cavemen, they weren't primitive, they were human, just a different branch. They lived in Europe and Western Asia for hundreds of thousands of years. And here's something most people never think about. Neanderthals were around long before the world had the names we use today. Long before Europe, long before Asia, and long before the word Africa even existed. Those are modern labels. Back then, there were no continents as we know them, just land, movement, and survival. They were strong and intelligent. They used tools, controlled fire, cared for their injured, and buried their dead. Which raises a question. If they buried their dead, what did they believe about life? When Homo sapiens met Neanderthals, we didn't just compete, we interbred. Today, many people carry 1 to 2% Neanderthal DNA. Neanderthals went extinct around 40,000 years ago, but not completely. Their DNA lives on, in us. And then, the mysterious ones, the Denisovans. We know them from almost nothing: a finger bone, a few teeth, and DNA. Yet from that, an entire human group was discovered. They lived in Asia, related to Neanderthals but distinct, and they also interbred with Homo sapiens. Their genetic legacy appears in populations across Oceania and parts of Asia. One Denisovans gene even allows Tibetans to survive high altitudes. And here's the deeper mystery. There may have been other human groups we haven't even discovered yet. Not myths, just missing pieces. So here's the simple timeline. Early humans evolve in Africa. One branch becomes Neanderthals. Another becomes Denisovans. Much later, Homo sapiens emerge and migrate outward. They meet, they interact, they interbreed. Neanderthals and Denisovans disappear, but their DNA remains. They didn't live in isolation. They crossed paths, shared land, and in some moments, shared life itself. The story of humanity isn't separation, it's connection. Three groups, one shared story. And here's what most people miss. The line between them and us was never as clear as we think. If you want history without the myths, without the spin, and without the agenda, you're in the right place. This is no myth history, and the more we go back to the source, the clearer the story becomes. Subscribe, and let's keep uncovering the real story of us.